Keeps lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. So keep it up and quench my desire, and I'll be at your side forevermore. Ba-da-da-da-doo. Your love keeps lifting me, keeps on lifting me. Your love keeps lifting me higher and higher. Your love keeps lifting me, keeps on lifting me. Your love keeps lifting me higher and higher.
Once I was downhearted, disappointment was my closest friend. But then you came, and it soon departed, and he never showed his face again.
Ba-da-da-da-doo. Your love keeps lifting me, keeps on lifting me. Your love keeps lifting me higher and higher. Your love keeps lifting me, keeps on lifting me. Your love keeps lifting me higher and higher. Oh, your love keeps lifting me, oh, keeps on lifting me. Your love keeps lifting me higher and higher. Oh, your love keeps lifting me, oh, keeps on lifting me. Your love keeps lifting me higher and higher. Your love keeps on lifting me. Your love keeps on lifting me higher, higher, higher.
Hello. On behalf of the staff and board of directors of the Mukilteo Schools Foundation and everyone in the Mukilteo School District, thank you for joining us and for your continued support of our Mukilteo and Everett communities, our students, families, teachers, faculty, and staff. I am Aaron Alonzo. I use he, him pronouns and serve on the Foundation's board of directors. If this was a normal year, the Mukilteo Schools Foundation and the district would be inviting you to join us at Mariner High School right now to celebrate our school community and the countless achievements made by our students and staff of our district. But this isn't a normal year, and because of the pandemic, things have been changing constantly, especially in these last few weeks and months alone. So as such, we can't celebrate as a group in person again this year. But if there's anything the last 2 years has taught us, it's perseverance and flexibility. So that's what we're doing. The mission of the Mukilteo Schools Foundation is to encourage and reward excellence while supporting innovation and creativity in education. We strive to strengthen community involvement and education within the Mukilteo School District through focuses on STEAM, that's science, technology, engineering, art and math, literacy, advocacy for the college and the high school programs, and the annual awarding of various classroom grants, wellness grants, and scholarships for teachers and graduating seniors. Surrounded by our amazing community of residents, local leaders, businesses, and sponsors, the Mukilteo Schools Foundation has been able to persevere, fulfill our mission, and continue our programs throughout this pandemic. And we are still committed to that mission during this ever-evolving time, now more than ever. And we can't do that without you. We hope that we can provide a glimpse of some of the remarkable achievements happening within our district and the students and staff who accomplish them. Your support impacts and contributes to those achievements, so we hope you remain fulfilled and inspired as we share with you the wonderful work happening in our community. Thank you again for your support of the students and staff of the Mukilteo School District and the work we do at the Mukilteo Schools Foundation.
The Mukilteo Schools Foundation has been an important partner for many years and supports our community in a variety of ways. For example, they provide teachers with classroom grants to further student learning and experiences in the classroom. In the spring of 2020, they really stepped up and provided about 1,200 students with classroom supplies when we had to suddenly shift into distance learning. In addition, they provided 25 Chromebooks to graduating seniors who were headed off to college. Last year, in addition to their usual supports, they provided about $21,000 to students at Mariner High School so that they could earn college credit in their college and their high school courses. And this was specifically through the James Abbott College Fund. I want to thank the foundation for all that they do to support our community. It is much appreciated. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Josh Flogston. I'm a freshman attending Pacific Lutheran University in Tacoma, Washington. I am one of the fortunate recipients of a Chromebook from the Mukilteo Schools Foundation. College is expensive, and receiving this Chromebook allowed me to worry about one less thing. It's easy to use and has long battery life. I can depend on it, which allows me to focus on my assignments. I can't thank the Mukilteo Schools Foundation enough for helping me start college right. Thanks again.
Hello, my name is Adam Gross. I'm the elementary school music teacher at Fairmont Elementary. As you know, these past 2 years have presented teachers with unexpected and extraordinary challenges. Support from the Mukilteo Schools Foundation has helped so many teachers meet these challenges head-on. Whether through the purchase of a classroom amplification system, allowing all students participating online and in the classroom to always hear their teacher clearly, or a green screen, allowing classroom Zooms to become more exciting, more engaging, more immersive places, or classroom materials simply designed to improve student safety and wellness, grants from the Mukilteo Schools Foundation have been the key to success in many of our classrooms. It's no secret that teachers don't receive large classroom budgets, and not every school in our district is fortunate enough to have a PTSA with a lot of resources. We rely on the Mukilteo Schools Foundation to ensure that all Mukilteo school teachers have the ability to meet the unexpected and extraordinary challenges we face. And the Mukilteo School Foundation relies on you. So please do all you can today to support the Foundation's work. It's a critical source of support for hundreds of our teachers and thousands of our students. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kristen Anderson, Voyager Middle School Student Support Advocate and the Mukilteo School District Lead Student Support Advocate. Some of the biggest benefits as a student support advocate of being awarded a Mukilteo Schools Foundation grant is that funds are easily and immediately accessible, so we can provide support and essentials to families right away, rather than wait while we first find funding and then follow the typical cumbersome process to access those funds. Additionally, sometimes families just need a gift card to feel successful and comfortable with accessing help. Mukilteo School District policy does not allow us to purchase gift cards with district funds. However, with our Schools Foundation grants, we can purchase gift cards for these families to help them become self-sustaining or even just to survive a crisis. This has been a huge benefit. Here are some examples of how student support advocates have been able to utilize the amazing gift to improve the lives of our students and families. Groceries. While we have school pantry programs in some buildings and wonderful local food banks, sometimes families have transportation challenges or are unable to get their dietary needs met through the local programs. So we were able to purchase groceries and grocery gift cards to help families purchase food after parents have lost jobs or they were evicted or parents couldn't work after surgery. Graduation. Oftentimes by the end of the school year, buildings have already spent their InvestEd funds or supplemental funding. So we're able to use funds to purchase caps and gowns and senior breakfast tickets so students could participate in graduation activities with their classmates when they wouldn't usually have been able to. Clothing. By the spring or summer, many students have outgrown their clothing, and our local resources like Operation School Bell and Clothes for Kids have closed for the year. With these funds, we purchase new clothes for these students. We also use funds to clothe students with unique needs and sizes, or even after a family crisis like a fire in their home. Shoes. I'm sure it's not a surprise that in addition to clothing, students also outgrow their shoes during the year. We've also had students who needed size 11, 12, 13, or bigger in shoes, which are difficult to find at a thrift store or through a community resource. Not to mention that sometimes those unique sizes can be awfully expensive. On several occasions, we've been able to eliminate that stress for families and use these funds to buy shoes so they could participate in PE or just have everyday shoes to wear to school. Transportation. We've had students who have got new jobs or got accepted to Snow Isle summer school programs, but are limited because they don't have transportation, or we've had parents who are recently homeless struggle to maintain or apply for work because they don't have income to take community transit or pay for gas. In support of those students and families, we've bought and loaded Orca cards or purchased gas gift cards to help offset these costs. We've even used funds to help high school students purchase Washington State ID cards so they could work and support their families. Attendance. Students miss school or are tardy for a wide variety of reasons. We've purchased alarm clocks for some kids who are part of the Becca Bill or whose parents had to leave for work before their student wakes up, and the students struggle to get themselves up on time. We've even used funds to purchase a bike helmet for a student who had trouble getting to school on time. A local store donated a bike, and we purchased the helmet to get him here safely. These are just some examples of how student support advocates have effectively used Mukilteo Schools Foundation funds to have a huge impact on the lives of our students and families. From my team to yours, thank you.
Food has always been like a really big family thing, and I'm a very big family person, so I've always kind of known I wanted something to do with food. My long-term goal, eventually, I would love to own like a bakery cafe with like a bookshop, because I love reading. I'm a total dork, but I just love the idea of having this like small little cafe where you can come in, you can get a piece of cake or pie or have lunch with some friends and get a coffee, study, just this really like homey kind of environment.
I think that I connect with the baking aspect more than the culinary side. I love making like cupcakes and cookies and all those things because I make them a lot at home. I really have been baking and cooking for as long as I can remember. I just love the way that it brings everyone together, and I love the joy that I get from baking. It makes me really happy.
At regular high schools, it's that mentality of, well, I'm here because I'm supposed to be here. We're all here because we have a love of baking or an interest of baking or something to do with pastry. So we all want to be here. After this, I'm going to go whatever the next class I can take at Edmonds is. And from there, I'm gonna get my associates in pastry, then go work at like a hotel or another bakery or something while I'm still going to school for a business degree. That way I can know both sides of owning a cafe or bakery or something like that. Currently, I'm taking our sablé dough, which is almost like a cookie cake texture a little bit. And after you bake it, we use acetate and you tape it around. And now I'm gonna fill it with lemon curd, and then they'll chill. And when we take the acetate off, you'll have this nice little cookie and then the layer of lemon curd on top. If you are interested, even if it's just a little bit, pursue that. Continue pursuing it, and then you can come here and you can see what the next step of your hobby is, because maybe it's not just a hobby, it can be your career. And if it's something you love, it doesn't feel like a job. It's, I get to work today, and I love what I'm doing.
It's a great experience for people who want to go into the culinary or baking field, and it's a lot of fun.
It's not a normal classroom setting. And after just everything, that new setting is so much fun. It's amazing.
Hey, I'm Brian Sullivan, the Snohomish County Treasurer, and I'm here today on behalf of the Mukilteo Schools Foundation. And I have a little bit of history with the School Foundation. When I was the mayor of Mukilteo in 1992, a little elderly man from Japan walked into my office, in the mayor's office in Mukilteo, and he sat down and said he was building a new company in Mukilteo, moving it from Japan to work with Boeing, and he wanted to donate money, roughly $10,000, but he wanted it to be for education. So I picked up the phone, I called Jim Shoemake, the superintendent of the Mukilteo School District at the time, and Jim said, you know, I've always wanted to start a foundation. And that was the beginning of the Mukilteo Schools Foundation. I will tell you, though, it's been many, many years since the formation of the foundation, and a lot of water under the bridge, but so much has happened. This has become a very successful organization, you know, doing scholarships, giving money directly to teachers for classroom supplies, working on science and technology. They've just done such a wonderful job, and I've been a part of it. I was one of the first board members, and been a part of it from the beginning, and then of course, you know, in different iterations for many, many years thereafter. So today I'm here to ask you, because of COVID and because the foundation hasn't been able to get together with our members and people for a couple of years, I'm here to say that we need your help. And giving is so important in today's day and age. Because of COVID and because of what our school districts has gone through, it's important to give. And anything that you can do, call your neighbors. If your kids are out of school, you need to think about those kids that are still there, and the help that teachers need, the scholarships that need to be fulfilled. So please give to the Mukilteo Schools Foundation. Make it easy for you. You can get online and go to mukilteoschoolsfoundation.org. That's mukilteoschoolsfoundation.org. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I still own a restaurant in Mukilteo, by the way, so even though I'm the treasurer. So if you give, you come down, I'll buy you a beer. Thanks.
And with that, we conclude our sneak peek behind the curtain of the many unique programs and some of the amazing, dedicated students, teachers, faculty, and staff that make up our amazing community here in the Mukilteo School District. They all truly continue to give greatness and make the future even brighter. So on behalf of the Mukilteo School District and the Mukilteo Schools Foundation Board of Directors, I thank you for joining us. Take care.